Well, hello, folks. It's another Wednesday, and it is time to rank another puzzle game for the Game Boy. We currently have a list here of 26 games, ranging from Tetris up at the top all the way down to Belodia down at the bottom. And we're going to be playing a game today that I attempted to do some research on. So the title that we've got here, it's called Splitz Nigaoe 15 Game or Game maybe. This is the Japanese version of a computer game called Split Personalities that came out under the name Splitz, if you will. I believe there's a European release of this as well, simply called Splitz. But I couldn't find that version. But the version I have here is, it's entirely in English. It's probably not that far off from what would have come out in Europe. I did some Googling, and some places refer to the European release as a prototype, while others say that it absolutely came out in, I think, 1993. I don't know. Anyway, so it's an old home computer game converted to the Game Boy. The time I spent testing the ROM, I didn't have a great time, but you never know. Sometimes when you really sit down and actually work it out, we'll see how this goes. It's kind of the usual story in a lot of ways, but so let's jump over, get this thing started. Imagineer. That's not a promising sign, but As you can see here on the title screen, we have Albert Einstein, Elon Musk, and Borat. The controller's working. Okay. Alright, so picture of Abraham Lincoln. For some reason, we have to approach this thing from the side. From under and going up, it just stops there. I don't know why. And so it's got a bit of sliding tile action, but... Oop. Controls are a little awkward. And that's a heart. I don't know what the heart does. Oop. That piece fell through a hole. Okay, this is... that's part of the flag, and so the flag was... Yeah, the flag's on sort of the top of the screen. Oh, what happened? Okay, so we have to wait for those door things to close. What? Okay. And okay, that piece won't go there. All right, we got nose and don't think that's where that goes. There's the top of the hat. So this, I assume, goes in that general area. Oh, we still can't do that. Okay, these are just stripes. They got stripes. And that is whatever that is. I think that's more hat. I think maybe if we move this down and this here. No, that's not quite right. Okay. So I think we can put that... Well, no, it doesn't go... What goes there? The timer is ticking down. There's a timer, by the way. Does that look right? No. Oh, I exploded. Okay. Oh, there's some more hat. I think that. This is stressing me out a lot more than it should be. That's an arrow. That's more hat. Okay. Does that go there? Does that go there? If we move. Okay. I think we're... Is that right? Okay, the arrow and the kitchen sink canceled each other out, I think. Well, I can do that now. Okay. How do I get this? Okay, I guess that's what this is for. I can kind of push these pieces out of the way, maybe? Okay, that's a shoulder, I guess. Oh, no. Oh, wait, yes. Okay, now we can... That just happens at random sometimes. It just... Okay, no, wait, but this needs to be over there, so... Oh, why? All right. I hear you, timer. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Why does this even have a timer? Like, that doesn't make sense. And the audio is just kind of gross in general. I don't... What is the point of that? Okay, that's a tampon, I guess? And that's a bomb. And oh, the bomb exploded. And that's game over, and we have a score of 0. I get to do this for another 40 minutes. Are you happy for me? Alright, so since we didn't get it, we're just getting the same picture again. That's fantastic. That's the fork and the heart disappeared together. It's a tale as old as time. I love how, like, the thing in the corner there, like, gives you a hint as to where the piece is supposed to go, and it's just, like, absolutely not helpful in the least. Okay, even though there's a timer, I have to wait. Ah. Okay, I think... No, wait, no, I don't. I have... No, just these three. I thought I had this side done, but it's... No, it's just those three. Alright. This here, put this here. Wait for that to close. Put that there. Okay. Well, Mr. Timer, I hear you, and there isn't really anything I can do about it, so... Tough cookies. So it's going to be real fun trying to figure out how to get these two pieces into place. I can put this here and this here, I guess. There, like that now. It's very exciting. Okay. Does the top one not oh, wait, there it goes. No, it don't. Why is it like this? You could have just made a sliding tile puzzle. It didn't need to be this. Oh, wait, no. Oh, God. This needs to go down here. Okay. Yeah, there it is. I'll tell you the same thing I told you the last time, timer. Oh, I cleared a stage. And okay, it's the relativity guy. I believe his name is Curly. That's a sheep. And then sometimes it just does that. And then, are those even connected? That doesn't entirely look connected. Oh, this is not going to work. Need to push it that way. Well, not that it matters. We're still going to need to wait until that piece gets... Oh. Need to get the TNT off the board. Alright. Okay, so when you know that the little graphic in the corner is telling you where all the pieces belong, that does help. In some ways, it makes you wonder why these need to be faces in the first place. What I really want to know, though, is what's the deal with that thing? Why do they bounce off the wall like that? I don't get it. I don't get any of this. Okay, that side of the board is done. Yeah, suck it, timer. Not my problem. That's a hook. Well, at least we got points this time. Okay. Alright, back to stage one. We're doing Lincoln again. Okay, yeah, so this thing clearly sort of kind of telegraphs what piece goes where. It's only helpful up to a point, of course. I meant to do this, like so. I don't even understand why the bombs are there. Was there just not enough variables that you already had to deal with? They needed bombs. Oh, guess what's not gonna happen? Okay, and so the piece that goes in the corner just hasn't come out yet. You know. Planning? Pfft, who needs it? Just figure it out as you go. It's a teddy bear. There it is. There's the piece that goes in the corner. Now we have to figure out how to get it there. Okay. I got less points that time. Why did I get less points? Your guess is as good as mine. Well, at least it gave me one of the corner pieces early. Having to wait for those little gates to close doesn't help. Alright, that one goes on the bottom. Okay, these two are in the wrong spot. Well, it sure sucks to be you, timer. That is a deeply upsetting picture of Elvis. Of course, we got more of these dang bouncy squares than ever. Have fun. Oh. Looks like we're starting over. Oh, that's Elvis on the cover, on the title screen there. That he's just... You can't tell because of the way it covers his mouth. So this was originally developed by Enigma Variations, and this port was done by Imagineering? That at least lends credence to the possibility that the original version of this was good. Did I get this whole side correct? Yeah, okay. I don't get the point of having like these little knickknacks pop out that disappear when you match them. I don't know why that's there. I also don't know why that's there. Yeah, this game would be much improved if there was significantly less stuff going on. Okay. Now the bottom row, not quite done. Because that goes there. And that's either a notepad or a bar of soap, and that's a hammer. What is the point of these? Is the game just not irritating enough, so they had to find new ways to get in the way? Like, fine, just chuck it. Just chuck it. Nobody will miss it. And having to wait for those gates to close is a special kind of pointless unto itself. Do we have the piece that goes? Well, it's been 50 minutes. I can stop playing this. Okay, let's rank it. So, right out the gate, I do have to say, the game is more playable than I initially thought. there was a brief period of time where I thought this was going to be me just banging my head against the first puzzle for an entire 50 minutes. And no, the game does a couple things to try and sort of help you along. But like a few other of the games on the lower end of this list, there's a good idea in here. They just overcomplicated things. There's just a few too many mechanics going on all at the same time. Like, you've got like you've got to pull all the pieces out from the corner, and then you've got to slide them around, but there's these gates that open and the piece falls through, and then there's these little cracks that you bounce off of, and then there's these just random tiles that are not connected to anything. And then there's bombs, and if you don't get rid of the bombs soon enough, you lose a life. And why does this game have lives to begin with? And a timer, and it's, I'd say, stressful. But there are some stressful games that are genuinely fun on account of being stressful. Like games where, you know, like it is kind of, it's like an adrenaline rush in a sense. This is not that. This just feels like, it feels like it doesn't want to be played. You know what I mean? Like, I think on a basic level, this does kind of work as a sliding puzzle, a sliding tile puzzle. It's just overcomplicated for no good reason, ultimately. And it's better than Blodia. Is it better than Square Deal? I suppose so. Sorry about that, yawning here. Is it better than Cool Ball? No, it's not. No, I mean, Cool Ball... Cool Ball is two good ideas that get in each other's way. You know, that you know, that they could have gone more in the puzzle-solving direction, or they could have gone more in sort of the precision platforming direction. Trying to do both is the problem. And so Cool Ball, for all its complication, it is at least a bit more playable. It's a little more forgiving, in a sense. You know, despite being more difficult. Yeah. Yeah, that's... There you go. Splitz. So yeah, that's Splitz, also known as split personality on various home computers. I am absolutely willing to put money down that the home computer version is better than this Game Boy port. I could be... That's based on nothing. That's just a pure guess. But from what I've read online, like, people do seem to have nostalgia for the computer game. And I can't imagine anyone having particularly fond memories of this particular Game Boy game. Especially, this came out in, what, 1993? Like, no. Think about what you could be playing on your Game Boy in 1993. I mean, for crying out loud, you could be playing Tetris. You could be playing Dr. Mario. Same Game would have been a few years away. But anyway, yeah, so that's our new number 25 Splitz Nigaoe 15 Game. Again, if I'm probably butchering that, I apologize. I really should have apologized for butchering that sooner. I will be back tomorrow night with live improvised music. I will be back on Saturday night with music production, and of course going all the way back to Monday of next week, we'll start gaming again. And I'm just looking around right now to... not too big on whatever's going down. I guess just hop over to Gildersneeze. Looks like he's playing knockoff FTL. Anyway, let's see what that's all about. But anyway, as for right now, thank you for coming by. Thank you for hanging out. If you're watching this on YouTube, and yes, you are, be sure to like and subscribe. Don't worry about the bell. And as always, I do hope to see you next time. So bye for now.